Hey everybody, and welcome back to my unprocessed life. It's the afternoon and I'm headed over to my guitar lessons. It's been a pretty uneventful day for the most part. Had some smoothies for lunch. I brought my VSL probiotic with me today, so that was nice to have with me. I think I'm about out, so I'm gonna have to get some more. And what else? That's pretty much it. I've got to go do some shopping tonight. I've got a bunch of water bottles. We get water at our local Whole Foods just to make sure that we're drinking the best quality water that we can these days. The water out of our tap is not bad. But this water tastes better, and it's been distilled and so forth, and so it's kind of a pain to drag this stuff back and forth. But until I feel really comfortable with the water filtration system at the house, I'm happier to go do it this way, and I think we're all happier about that. So we go ahead and do that. So I've got like 13 gallons of water to get after my guitar lesson. I haven't gotten a lot of greens in today other than my green juice, and I'm going to be working from home tomorrow, and so I've been trying to decide whether or not to finish my last smoothie for tonight and call it a day with food, or whether I should take that home with me tonight, have it already made for tomorrow, and then I'll have one that's ready to go first thing if I wanted to go first thing. I've got to get stuff for green juice and all that too, but I've done pretty well. Today I've had, let's see, 64, 96. I had 96 ounces of smoothie today, so that's in line. I'm doing pretty well, all things considered. I haven't had any cooked food today at all, but I'm concerned that a couple things are going to happen. I'm concerned that usually when I'm raw like this and I have to go shopping, it usually creates a bad dynamic. Although, I guess I could just have some more coconut water if I wanted to. That might stave off some of the cravings. We'll see. It's always one of these mental games for me whenever I have to go shopping and I've been raw all day long. I think probably what I'll end up doing is, it's 5 o'clock now, my lesson's in about an hour and a half. So probably what I'll end up doing is stopping by Subway again and grabbing another Veggie Delight, and that will probably satiate the chewing and cooked food piece, so I don't feel like I'm in complete detox tonight while I'm at my guitar lesson. But I haven't decided. I'm still on the fence. We'll see how that all pans out. I can't. So here's the thing: is I'm also trying to keep my calories at 2,000 calories or below, give or take. Especially because I'm not really exercising much at all. That's going to change tomorrow, though, because I'm working from the house. I can afford to go in, work out, and come home, and I don't have to, be at work and go in and all that kind of stuff. So. I'll have the time to go work out tomorrow as opposed to my normal day. So hopefully that will start to set a trend for me, a habit, if you will. Then if I finish all of my smoothies today, I'm pretty well done as far as calorie-wise goes. I'll be well over I'll be about 150 calories over, give or take, if I just finish out my smoothies. And then if I were to eat a sandwich or something on top of that, that would considerably jack up that. Then I'm be like 600 calories over. So I may want to not finish the fourth smoothie. I'm doing calorie math. Trying to, decide what I want to eat. And really, it's not a matter of deciding what I want to eat. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to keep myself from doing something that I don't really want to do. Like, I don't really want to eat anything bad and or fatty, high fat, and I'm going to Whole Foods. And Whole Foods is a dangerous store for me when I'm trying to clean up my diet. Now, I know that sounds really weird, but it's dangerous for me because they have a lot of vegan junk food that is kind of like an Achilles heel to me sometimes. It's very hard for me to, especially the vegan pizza. Oh my goodness. That is just one that is tough for me. So, I'm trying to make sure that I have dealt with cravings effectively enough that when I get there, I can ignore pretty much everything. You know what I mean? So, that's the struggle that I deal with mentally for all this. I mean, I guess if I could step outside myself and look at it objectively, I could just say, hey, finish your smoothies and be done with it and don't worry about it. And that's probably where I'll go, or where I'll end up, which I'm not sure yet. I also just finished doing my meditation. I didn't get it in this morning, but I wanted to get it done today, and I was going to do it whether I had to do it before I went to sleep or not. But I did my meditation. I went back and did a 10-minute meditation after I got out of work. And that way I could go ahead and make sure I got it done and got back to some basics of it. And I fell asleep in the process. So I am a little sleepy too because of that. Okay, so that's what's happening in my unprocessed life. I did visit the water closet many times today, probably more than I have in a long time. But on a positive note, I feel pretty good about my day as far as my food intake and water intake goes. I've easily had 3 liters of water today. I'll probably have 4 before the day's done, and I've had no problem drinking my smoothies and my green juice and any of that kind of stuff. It's just, like I said, the mental challenge of getting through. And you know what, the thing that's funny too is that if I had a bunch of veggie sticks with me, you know, like some carrot sticks and some celery sticks and so forth to munch on, I probably wouldn't be having this challenge right now. I would probably just eat those with my smoothie and be done with it, because, you know, I can have a bunch of celery without incurring very many calories. So I'm gonna have to think about that a little bit. And see how I wanna proceed with that in the future. We gotta wait till payday, which is a couple days away, to go out and spend much money on food right now, because we're kind of in the waiting period until paycheck comes in to spend the money. And so I have to be judicious. I need enough greens to get me through, to get us both through until probably Saturday, but minimum Friday. So that's at least 2 heads of, well, it's 4 heads of romaine. If I go romaine, yeah. And I think I've got some collard greens in the house, but I probably should get some kale just in case. I know I've got lemons and apples and ginger, but I'm not sure that I have everything I need. So I'm gonna have to call Stark Raving Raw and see what kind of greens I need to get, but probably romaine, a couple heads of romaine. So, oh, shopping will be fun tonight. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. What else? What else is going on? I think that's pretty much it. So I hope you're having a wonderful day. My day's been pretty good, all things considered. I'm a little tired. You know, I'm getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning every morning, and you know, I'm getting between 4 and 5 hours of sleep a night, which I have subsisted on for years and years and years. But I've also pushed myself with other stimulants as well. You know, I used to smoke, smoked for 20 some odd years. I used to drink caffeine. I cut caffeine completely out, not because anybody told me it was bad, which, you know, I'm not a big fan of caffeine. I don't recommend it. But I quit the caffeine bug because it was giving me headaches. So I don't really use stimulants anymore. I used to use a lot of Red Bull. Now I don't touch that stuff. And so now everything's pretty well natural, and I have a lot more energy than pretty much ever before. But the challenge is that I really feel like I'm not giving my body enough time to recuperate the way it needs to. I think it needs more sleep than it gets, and so I need to work on that somehow. And that may mean I've got to juice the night before. I just really like the really fresh juice. You know, getting the really fresh green juice, and then, you know, not having to shake it up, just right there, right from the... So we'll see how that goes. My reactions are to the traffic in front of me. I could probably go on a rant, but I'm working really hard at controlling my anger these days and my frustration. I'm working hard to try not to fly off the handle at things and to take things in stride. And it doesn't, I guess, do any good to yell at people while they can't hear me and all that, but rush hour traffic can be frustrating. Anyway, you know where you can find me, over on Instagram, myunprocessed.life, or you can, and that's where I post pictures of everything that I eat, unless I forget. But I try to get everything that I eat. I've tried to post it on Instagram. You know, if you follow me, I'll follow you. If you unfollow me, I'll unfollow you. It's kind of the way it works on Instagram for me. And that's probably my biggest irritation with Instagram, I guess, since I got a minute. You know, the thing is that if you follow me, I'm going to follow you back, and I'm going to look at what you've got to say, what your feed has to say. I'm going to like it most of the time, and, you know, comment as well. We're going to have a conversation, and if you unfollow me afterwards, then, you know, it kind of leaves me feeling dirty. It kind of leaves me feeling used, you know, kind of like a, like a whore. Kind of like, oh, well, yeah, they used me to get a follower, and then they unfollowed me, and I don't even see what the point of unfollowing me would be, or anybody for that matter, really. So you don't have as many pictures to scroll through? Well, okay, but isn't that the point? Anyway, and it saddens me sometimes too, and I've seen this happen a number of times now. It saddens me when we have people that have similar philosophies in life and in food and you know, vegans or raw vegans, and they like your page and they like your pictures and your feed, and then they're like, yeah, okay, we're going to unfollow you now. And you know what they're doing? They're just following you so that you'll follow them back, and then they can unfollow you later, because all you are is a marketing tool to them. And that's the problem. That's what's frustrating about Instagram to me, is I'm like, well, why'd you unfollow me? And the reason is that you just want me to be a subscriber to your feed so that you can then again market something to me at a later date or currently. And you don't care enough to be part of the conversation with me. Why do I care enough to be a part of the conversation with you? You know? So anyway, I follow people, even people with different philosophies. I follow them. I don't like any pictures that violate my philosophies. If you have pictures of children being raped, I'm not going to like those pictures. There's nothing about that. You know, and if you follow me, I probably won't follow you back if you have those kind of pictures. But if you have things that are against my philosophies, you know, eating meat, dairy, those types of things, of course I'm not going to like those pictures. But I'm going to try to find some pictures that I can like, and I'm going to try to find a conversation that we can have via our account that is a friendly conversation. And, you know, maybe I can learn something from you, maybe you can learn something from me, and it's productive, and it's a wonderful thing. Connecting with other people is a wonderful thing. And that's one of the nice things about the technology that allows us to do that these days. It's one of the reasons why I got into the technology field, was because of the way that technology had the ability to bring people together when used correctly. And that's why I find social platforms so awesome. I love Instagram. I love Facebook. I used to love MySpace, but nobody shows up there anymore. I don't love Snapchat because I can't figure it out, which is crazy. Snapchat was like the first application ever that made me feel like I was old because I couldn't figure it out. Anyway, but I'm not on Snapchat with my Unprocessed Life or anything like that. I have a personal Snapchat account that I have used some, trying to figure out how to use it, and it has been a dismal failure. But I digress. You can find me at Instagram at myunprocessed.life. You can also find me on email, myunprocessedlife@gmail.com. And of course, you can comment down below. You can like the page. You can like the video. You can share it. And we appreciate it when you do. And I just wanted to say once again, I appreciate you spending time with me, because I know you don't have to. I know you've got lots of other choices out there, and I know I say this every single time I talk to you, but it's true. I appreciate you, and I appreciate your time, and I appreciate your contribution to this world, and to the videos, and to the conversation with me, communication with me, and even if it's a one-sided and you're just watching the videos, I appreciate that. I think it's wonderful. So thank you again. I appreciate all of you. Until next time, you'll have a great day. If I find anything else interesting, I'll pop back on for a little bit. Anything else, but sometimes, you know, I'm sure to me it would get boring just listening to me talk about food over and over and over again. So I try to find other things to talk about too, but a lot of times it's just me blathering on. So we'll look to see if there's anything interesting that happens. Until next time, y'all have a wonderful evening.